Hey there, this is Jem, and it is Monday, June 29th. And this is how scary I look in the morning. So I'm really nervous because this is my first vlog, and I don't know, let's hope it goes well. At first, I'm like, okay, I figured I might as well put myself up there with no makeup anyway and stuff because I'm going to not always look so great, I imagine. So, and then I have this perpetual zit. It's like, when do you stop getting zits? It's like it goes away, and then 3 days later, it's back. It's like a damn cockroach or something, you know? It's like just when you think they're gone, there's another one. So we're in my bedroom, and we don't have much decor right now or ambiance. However, hopefully that will all change. And this is the first time I use this webcam, so there's all kinds of really groovy things that I can do, but I haven't done them yet. So, but I'm gonna learn. So, anyway, what this is about. I am going to use this vlog to talk mostly about my journey as far as my recent diagnosis with breast cancer. So this is kind of, I guess, just like an intro to what I'm going to be doing. I was recently diagnosed, and it's challenging. The whole situation is very challenging, but I've been known to take on quite a few challenges. So this is good. This is good. I'm going to try everything. I'm going to look at every option that I can, to have this work out for me. I mean, I have 2 kids still at home. I have a total of 6 kids, but I have 2 kids still at home, and pretty much I'm their sole provider, caretaker, blah, blah, blah. And I want to make sure that I spend my time doing something worthwhile. So, I asked myself at one point too, what would you do to save your life? And I almost came up with anything, even though everything is my favorite word. Everything is definitely my favorite word. But I won't say I would do anything. But I'm definitely going to explore options, both traditional, non-traditional, holistic, alternative things. I'm really not necessarily looking for people to send me messages about other things, although, if you do, that's great. So I kind of just want to give you the rundown of some of the things I've kind of been looking at right now, so that you can say, oh, at least she's looked at that. But I've looked into the Gerson diet. The Cushy Institute has a what they call a cancer diet, or it's a raw diet. I still need to do exploring on a lot of these things. I do currently do the alkaline water. I juice, not like I should do. I've also, let me see, what else do I do? Right now I'm drawing a blank. But, I've also looked at the ozone therapy, the cell therapy, and all kinds of other stuff. Oh, I do the oils right now. I do essential oils. And the biggest thing I think I'm looking at is using cannabis to help me to get better. And I guess I'm going to be talking about it on my podcast because I am from a generation, where your parents told you, oh yeah, marijuana is bad. It's just another drug, and so forth and so on. So there's this huge stigma connected with it, with people my age. My mother is suffering with varicose veins and things right now, and she is just not willing to try that. And it's kind of sad, because it can really, maybe it won't cure you. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. But at the same time, at least it can make your life a little bit better. It can reduce pain and inflammation and a lot of other things. So, yeah, like I said, I'm going to talk about it on my podcast, and I don't know how long my podcast will last. But the reason, I'm going to be doing that 2 is because I'm going to talk about other things. This is basically just to outline, my journey as far as the health and stuff and the things that I have to encounter, and talk about what my day looks like, what a day looks like for a person who is diagnosed with breast cancer. And so today I have a billion things to do as usual. I have already called and talked to like 3 different doctors. I'm trying to get a referral to the City of Hope, which is taking me a lifetime. Let's hope it doesn't take me a lifetime. So I've already talked to the insurance company. I made another doctor's appointment this week so I can ask him for a recommendation for the use of marijuana. And I've also, I think I talked to one more person about an appointment, but it's a lot of stuff to remember and a lot of stuff to push for. I was supposed to have surgery on June 9th, but since I decided I didn't want to do it their way, I don't know when I'm going to have surgery, so hopefully I can find another place to do it a little bit quicker, which would be a great relief. So I don't really feel like they like me, because they wanted to do, like, when I was diagnosed, which took them 2.5 years, and I'll tell you that long convoluted story, but they just said, here's your diagnosis. And, they look at you with like this look of impending doom, like I was pathetic, There's like, I was at Loma Linda when they told me, and I was there with my oncologist, and she's with those interns, and they just look at you like, oh, poor pathetic child. And I had to laugh, and I mean, not laugh, but I'm sure I had that ridiculous grin on my face, just because it's just, I don't know. It's like, I'm looking at them thinking, how can I find hope in this situation when they're giving me this energy and this look of impending doom? And I really wondered if that was the right place for me at that moment. And I don't know. But I'll tell you more about that later. But they did recommend a double. And as soon as I started like asking questions, and I didn't want to go with their program for treatment, it's been impossible to make any progress. I've had appointments canceled left and right and stuff. So right now I have no surgery date, and I'm not sure how it's going to go. So today I have a full day. As some of you know, I work with Dan Hecht, and we're working on the Masters Hall of Fame, and that's going to be this amazing event on August 1st, red carpet, where we recognize excellence in martial artists. So that deadline is coming up, so people are calling me left and right, frantic about what they need to do and if we received their stuff. So I'm trying to do all of that. At the same time, I have a radio show to do today. And since I was gone to San Francisco all weekend with limited, very, very, very limited internet, I haven't been able to connect with my guests, so I'm not sure if I'm going to have the right guests on today and how that's going to work out, but I'm sure we'll pull it off, and that's at 5 o'clock. And you can listen to that. I think it's easiest if you go to like tunein.com, and you just search for KCAA at 5 o'clock p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and you can hear the show. Or you can actually watch it on Ustream, and I'll probably have makeup at that time, so I'll look a lot better, and you'll still be able to see my Zillow, but not as much as you can see right now. But you can watch it on Ustream.tv, and you could also just Google KCAA. If you miss it, I'll post the links for the podcast version of it. So that's all good. Anyway, that radio show is called Kicking It Old School, and we will only continue that, to the best of my knowledge, till right after the event, and then we'll see what happens. But I'm going to continue to carry all the martial arts news that I can dig up on my regular podcast. So, and I will keep you posted where you can find that. This is probably just going to be on YouTube all the time. So anyway, so I have to finish getting my show together, do all the Masters Hall of Fame stuff. My daughter is taking her driving test today at 1:30, so that's something else I'm going to be looking at, taking care of. And somewhere in between there, I have to take a shower and eat and all that other stuff. So that's where I'm going. And again, if you see me on Facebook or whatever, I don't want sorries, and because I feel that this is part of my journey, something I have to do, that I have people to help me. Like my friend brought me this webcam, because I am financially challenged in a serious way, but my friend brought me this webcam, and it allows me to record this and post it, and people are just really being pretty awesome. The people that aren't awesome, I don't even think about it. I got passes to go to the Cannabis Cup this weekend in San Francisco from Dan Sky from High Times. He's the editor of High Times. He's been there for like 22 years, something crazy. And he welcomed me, and he's always amazing to me. And he introduced me to Valerie Carell, who is co-founder of WHAM, and it's a collective that provides medicinal marijuana for people who are sick and can't afford it. They have this sliding fee schedule and stuff, and she's been doing it for a million years. And I got to interview her, and she was really great. They're both really great. They're both telling me this is going to be huge, because I'm not like this star that can pay for this amazing insurance or have the best doctors or anything like that. I'm just an average person. I'm a single mom, and I think that for somebody to see what has to happen along this way, is hopefully it'll be really valuable, because I'm sitting there going, gee, okay, if I'm going to try medical marijuana, I didn't know the first thing about it. So I hope, I was like, okay, do I need this card? What do I need? Blah, 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 blah. And so just if somebody watches this, then they'll know, they'll know what to do, maybe, because I didn't know what questions to ask. So, but we'll get into that more later. Let's see. For those of you who don't know me, I am 50 years old. I live in Southern California, and I had a radio show called Chaos and Chasm, and that was on KCAA. It was once a week on Saturdays, and I had a co-host who is amazing, but her job, she got a promotion at work, and she really wasn't able to dedicate the time that she wanted to it. So I decided that I would go ahead and take the show on myself. So the podcast is called Everything Gem, and it's going to be about all the things that I like, and I like a lot of things. So, but I'll have to kind of narrow it down a little bit. And so Everything Gem has to do with, yes, my health journey, but I really love music. And I love so many things. And I love martial arts. I love relationship links and all the dumb stuff that you could find on like BuzzFeed and The Onion and Reddit and all that kind of stuff. I love documentaries. So it's just going to be kind of this great collage of all the things that I love. And KCA, I don't know, they wouldn't let me say the word penis. And I was discussing one time the Penis and Vagina Festival in Japan. Now this is important stuff. And he said, you can't say penis. So I'm like, So at first I thought, like back in the day, you're like, used to make up that, what was it, like this pig, this other language. I can't remember, it was like Pig Latin, or I don't know. You used to like have this other language that you used to speak and stuff like that. So I thought, well, I'll just make up like my own language. But then it just got crazier. He's like, okay, we can't say boob. And I was like, how am I going to talk about my boob if I can't say boob? So it was pretty soon, it just got really complicated. And he said, I don't think you're going to be able to handle it. And it really sucked, because he's like, 5 days a week is a lot of show and blah, blah, this and blah, blah, that. And so I just felt that. Oh, and then at one point he gave my time to somebody else. And yeah, it's challenging, but guess what? That's how life is. I guess I could go get like this normal job and play the game for the rest of my life and be miserable, but what would be the point in that? And what would my kids think, you know? Because I did things the way my parents told me to, you know, went to school, got married, had kids, and it wasn't fulfilling. I won't say that necessarily that I wasn't happy, but it wasn't fulfilling. You know, it didn't nurture my soul. So, you know, after a while, I was like, I want that. I want to do what I want to do. I want to spend time doing the things that I want to do. And that's what's got me here. And, you know, I don't want people to tell me how to do it anymore because I've just kind of followed that model for so long. You know, it's like somebody told you to do it this way. They look kind of okay. So I'm going to try it this way. Guess what? It didn't work. It hasn't worked for me. I am really big on doing things my way right now. Not that I won't listen to constructive criticism or helpful hints and stuff, but I am just not at that point where if somebody says, you know what you should do, you know what you need to do, as soon as I say that those things to me, I kind of just like shut down. It's like, I need to do this my way. Whether it's my radio show, my health journey, my parenting, my relationships, my dating, I need to do it my way. And my diet, oh, that's another thing. I need to do it my way. And it's more than just like people are saying, oh gosh, you're stubborn or you're this or you're that or you're rebellious. No, it's not. It is more of valuing myself and valuing my thoughts. And it's the whole namaste thing, you know, it's honoring who I am. Who I am. So that being said, I'm going to stop this. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to do this a couple ways. I'm going to stop this right now, and then I'm going to see if I can add on to it later on and just kind of give you an update. So hopefully by that time I will have heard something from my referral, and we'll see how that goes. So thank you for listening. I don't know, I might just post this. I might post one in the morning and one in the evening. I don't know. We'll just see. Let's see how it goes. But I will give you more information about how I found the lump in my boob and all that kind of stuff. So thank you for listening. And if you know somebody that is not feeling well or might be inspired or whatever, please share it. Thank you. Have a great day. I'll talk to you soon.